Hi everyone, it's so good to be here again. Thank you so much for being here. And guess what? MAGU is in more trouble as his office was searched by detectives. Many would not believe what was found in MAGU's office again. Oh my God. Hopefully that MAGU's case is finally charged to court so that he can face the wrath of the law. But of course, there are so many hindrances and there are so many things that are holding him not to be, sent to court now, because before then, a lot of names will be mentioned, and you know what that means for this present government and even those that are not in the government. So guys, before we get into the details of this report, if you haven't subscribed, please ensure that you hit the subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Yes, and here, this is Saffron Media. If you're coming here for the first time, be a part of this family. We give you trending, reliable, authentic happenings in Nigeria and more, especially in the areas of politics. Yes. Okay, guys, let us dive right into the details of the report. As it says, some detectives yesterday combed the office of Ibrahim Magu, the suspended acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, as part of the ongoing investigation by the Justice Ayo Salami Investigative Panel. It was learned that a vital computer was retrieved by the investigators. Also, more officials, EFCC officials, including the acting director of the Assets Forfeiture and Recovery Management Unit, were drilled by the panel. Also quizzed were some of MAGU's aides. It was also learned that the committee sought clarifications on 332 assets recovered by the EFCC. Some of the aides had their phones screened and profiled. They were all allowed to go home last night, but MAGU, who was present during the sitting, which lasted about 12 hours, did not make any appearance before the committee. It was learned that detectives were at the EFCC headquarters to search MAGU's office based on intelligence. It was also learned that a source said the detective frisked the office and went away with the main desktop computer, suspected to have some information. Two key aides of MAGU were later asked to appear before the panel for some clarifications. They were there till about 9:30 p.m. Apart from MAGU's direct aides, the EFCC's acting director, Directorate of Asset Forfeiture and Recovery Management, Mr. Aliyu Yusuf, interacted with the Salami panel. I think Aliyu Yusuf's summons was in respect of the 332 assets recovered from the suspects by the commission. The panel is demanding comprehensive details on the assets which had attracted public interest. The committee was very strict in sitting behind closed doors by ensuring that only those needed were allowed to meet with the team. Section 29, 30, 31, and 32 and 33 of the EFCC Establishment Act provide guidelines on asset forfeiture and recovery management. The Section 29 reads, the assets or properties of any person arrested for an offense under the Act has been seized, or any asset or property has been seized by the Commission under this Act. The Commission shall cause an application to be made to the court for an interim order forfeiting the property concerned to the federal government, and the court shall, if satisfied with that there is a prima facie evidence that the property concerned is liable to the forfeiture, make an interim order forfeiting the property to the federal government. Section 30, where a person is convicted of an offense under this Act, the Commission or any authorized officer shall apply to the court for the order of confiscation and forfeiture of the convicted person's assets and properties acquired or obtained in a result of the crime already subject to an interim act under this Act. And 31, subsection 1, a copy of every final order forfeiting the asset and property of a person convicted under this Act shall be forwarded to the Commission. Upon receipt of a final order pursuant to this section, the Secretary to the Commission shall take steps to dispose of the property concerned by sale or otherwise. Where the property is sold, the proceeds therefore shall be paid into the Consolidated Revenue Fund of the Federation. Where any part of the property included in a final order is money in a bank account or in the possession of any person, the Commission shall cause a copy of the order to be produced and served on the manager or any person in control of the head office or branch of the bank concerned, and that the manager or person shall forthwith pay over the money to the Commission without any furtherance assurance than this act, and the Commission shall pay the money received into the consolidated fund of the Federation. The Attorney General of the Federation may take rules or regulations for the disposal of or sales of any property or asset forfeited pursuant to this act. And 32(1), any person who, without due authorization by the Commission, deals with sales or otherwise disposes of any property or asset which is the subject of an attachment, interim order, or final order, commits an offence and is liable on conviction to imprisonment for a term of 5 years without the option of fine. What rubbish are you saying? Any manager or person in control of the head office or branch of a bank or other financial institution who fails to pay over to the Commission upon the production to him of a final order commits an offence under the Act and is liable to conviction to imprisonment for the term of not less than 1 year and not more than 3 years without option of a fine. In 33, where a person is discharged or acquitted by a court of an offence under this Act, the court may make an order of revocation or confirmation, as the case may be, of an interim order made pursuant to this Act, whichever order is considered just appropriate or reasonable within the circumstances. The property may be attached where a charge is merely given on technical grounds, where an interim order is revoked by a court under subsection 1 of this section. All assets and properties of the person concerned shall be released to him by the Commission. So, yes, that is it. And I believe this is explicit enough for everyone to understand the legal implication of, fraud and corruption, because that is exactly what has been explained in every of the section of the Constitution as regarding MAGU's case. And, he must have had some insiders, because nobody would have told him that his office would have been searched for people to have gone to the office to remove a desktop computer containing some vital information that would be, heaped of corruption. Because even now that he would have understood that this would be the next step, because some time ago they went to his house and they found some things there. So definitely the next place for the DSS to attend, it is the office, because there will be other things that will be embedded in that desktop. But of course, how people who do this stuff do, some of those things are not likely to be there, but of course some will still be there. There's nobody that steals that wouldn't leave a trace. Just as success leave traces, the same way failure and every other thing leave traces. So you choose which side you want to go. But all the same, I wonder where these informations are actually coming from. Who gave the information? Because if you notice, throughout this MAGU's case, journalists have not even been allowed to go near the premises. All informations that are gathered, that we try to gather, are from individuals that have been inside, and we just talk to 1 or 2 persons that have information of what is going on right inside the office. But how did MAGU get to send out this information that his office is about to be searched? And you know what they did? They had to move the desktop. They did not even remove the information. They moved the desktop away. And DSS also found out that this desktop has been moved. Who is the next person? Who are the people they are going to probe? EFCC also said that they have some of the people in the office, and for 12 hours, they were being drilled, and they were being grilled to, talk about some of the things that have been going on in that office. Well, we hope that justice will be served in good times, and, everyone will face the wrath of the law just as it's supposed to be. And, this case has been going on, and different things keeps unveiling itself every day. We don't know what will come out today, but I'm very sure that you should keep your fingers crossed, because definitely there'll be something that will still come out today again. Thank you guys for always being here. You have been simply awesome. And just as we do it right here, if you are coming here for the first time, ensure you hit the subscribe button and also give this video a thumbs up. You guys have been awesome. And if you have not subscribed, you just scroll by and saw this video, Come on, be a part of the family. Thank you for being here. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.